Okay, we're back now with what's essentially a dead rubber, because Felix is already the modern champion. As I believe that's Felix's hand on the bottom. He's been playing it for a while, that 5-color human deck. Aric's on... I don't even know what this is. Oh, elves, okay. But Wolf Skull Shaman. Oh, that's quite a nice card actually, Wolf Skull Shaman. So I'm guessing this is going to be a pretty quick match. A lot of collected companies. This is going to be interesting to see who can get the widest the fastest. Aric just needs one more land. Oh, he's got the actually he's got the Archdruid, so he actually has enough to play the collected companies. Kite Sail Freebird is going to take one of those companies, but with two companies and a cord, it doesn't really matter here. As you can see, Felix actually has a... he drew the champion for the turn, so not too bad. I was going to say he has quite a weak hand. First strike on the Thalia means it's a safe swing. So the freebooter will take what? As we look at Aric's hand, he takes a collected company. So you can see that there's a bit of a board presence there for the humans player, and Aric's going to take a bit of a hit this turn, but next turn we can company. Oh, he's getting aggressive. I think I think he was just anticipating another human to pump that champion, because he can't really viably block it because Felix can violin something there. But Thalia is going to be massive here. Parish up to a 4. Champion of the parish up to a 4/4. Big hits coming. 3, 7. Oh yeah, gets in there 9. So he's not going to knock him down to 9. Is it 9 here? 7 here. No more threats. He's out of cards. Big play here for Aric. What can he come up with? Dwynen's Elite will get him. Unfortunately, that Wolf Skull Shaman, it hasn't got him a single wolf. Dwynen's Elite is going to get him 2 blockers. He does have to deal with that Kite Sail Freebooter. It's going to be hitting for 3 a turn at least. And see what Felix can find for the turn. Freebooter. Elf Shaman. Okay, so this is going to be hard cast, so it's going to force the collected company before blocks, which is a nice play. It'll take the Court of Calling. Oh, and that might, is that enough to get him back into it? Shaman of the Pack is gonna do some damage here. 2, 4, 6 damage, put him to 11. He's got Azuri, so Azuri can pump next turn. But he doesn't have a green source. No green source to regenerate an elf. I think that might be enough. He might have lethal on board next turn. So the Kite Sail is going to take the Court of Calling. He can chump block Champion of the Parish here. You can see Felix is out of cards. So he can chump with the Elf Warrior. Kite Sail will get in. He might just be tempted just to go with the Kite Sail here, because then he's got lethal next turn. So if he pumps that, he needs 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. So he can get it there. So he's going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 attacking creatures, all 6/6s. That is going to... Well, he only needs to block the champion here. Felix is out of cards. He can go to 1. I think the correct block here is just to block the champion of the Elf Warrior. Then he'll have 2, 4 of them swinging. But no, Felix has got it covered. I think game 1 is going to go to Felix. Unless the only way out of this I can see is if Aric peels another Shaman of the Pack off the top. Yeah, there's the block. He goes to 1, so there's lethal on board from the Kite Sails next turn. Does this Shaman finally find something? A Mystic, that's not what you want. But the 5 lands, 1, 2, no, he's going to be he's 1 green short of... The wolf is not an elf. Actually, he can't tap the Horizon Canopy anyway, because he's only down to 1 life. I think he's short, isn't he? As he swings the 4... No, wait. Yeah, he's got lethal right there. He's managed to steal the game. 1 gets through to knock him to 5. The others get blocked. Yeah, so game 1 is going to go to, to Aric. He managed to pull that one out. Thanks to Azuri. And as this, the humans deck doesn't really play any creature removal. Just waiting for the sideboard, I'll be right back. I think both of these decks, from my limited experience with each, and always as an opponent, they don't play a lot of creature removal. I think now that Felix knows what he's up against, I think he has a decided advantage here, because you could see in that game, one major way that Aric needs to win is with Azuri. And Felix will play 4 meddling mages, so he can name meddling mage, and there's quite a few targets that can shut down this elves deck as they're back into it now. Having said that, the elves deck does have collected company to get around meddling mage. He may be tempted to meddling mage and name collected company. As we see that he's kept a one-lander. Not too bad when you've got Mana Dorks. We'll see what Felix has got. Well, that's going to be a good card here. Is it Static Caster? And he's bought in the Graph Digger's Cage. It's going to be interesting to see if there's any Reclamation Sages on the other side. Thalia Heretic Cathar is going to be a big one here as well. Oh, so you can see he's up to 3 now. So there's no oh, that's a huge turn too from Aric. But this is going to put huge pressure on Felix now. Does he knows that he's in Collected Company range next turn, so does he play the... How's he going to do this? No, he's not. He's going to... Oh, but is it Static Caster's going to mop this board up if this Collected Company doesn't find anything? See what the draw is for the turn over here. But that Heretic Cathar is a big roadblock. Now that Wolf Shaman, okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, yeah, he can play the Collected Company here. He's got enough. It'll tap down his creatures. This is going to force a response right here. Now, I'm curious to see if he bought in a Reclamation Sage. Now, does Felix violin the Static Caster here? Because no, he doesn't. I was going to say if Aric finds one of the lords, then it's going to do some damage. He might just do it now just to save a point. That took 9 damage, put Felix down to 6. Has he got lethal on board? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 about to swing. Reflector Mage effectively takes care of 2, then he's got 2 blockers, 4 get through. He can't play both the Static Caster and the Reflector Mage, as all the knuckleheads come in. What do you violin here? You can get 2 Elf Warriors with the Static Caster. Okay. Yeah, I think the Static Caster's got a... What do you block with the Static Caster? Yeah, it's... He's trying to save damage here. He'll take down the 2 Elf Warriors, but no, it's not enough. So Aric has taken Modern 2 games to 0, so a tight standard looking like it might be decisive here. As we're about to head to Legacy.